In. Get it?
Podcast in
Podcast in. That's our
Okay.
new thing. We're gonna start saying that forever.
Japan.
So
Feels
how
like
was
Southern
everyone's
Japan.
4th of July? Mine was. Uh,
I had to
oh, fun
manage the
fact!
hounds.
I listened to Leslie Odom Jr. He was singing at the
Oh,
fucking Boston thing. So I was sitting there on the river, drinking some very strong margarita out of a water bottle, and they
nice.
were just like, "Okay, now coming up to sing this song is Leslie Odom Jr." I'm like, "Oh, that's pretty cool."
Okay, it was Taipei. I just fucking suck at this game, dude.
I would
I'll
have
be
said
right
that.
back.
I would have said Taipei. I'm sorry.
Entertain the crowd.
What's up, crowd?
I'm the crowd, actually. Hi.
Man.
Yeah.
Someone says I see the dark path that lies ahead for the Rizzler.
Oh my god. What was it? The Rizzler was just in a Carl's Jr. commercial. I saw it online. And I'm like, this is a thing. This is the current climate we live in, where the Rizzler is in
Orc
a
Tua.
Shut up. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.
Have you seen the Orc City thing?
Orcs no, message him me.
Here's how it goes. There's a guy that was criticizing Hideo Kojima's writing on Twitter, and somebody quote tweeted him and said, "This is how this guy's book starts. I'm going to read it." Prologue. The Orc City smoldered, burned down in the wake of battle. The ground soaked in a knuckle's depth of blood and ash, the savage cries of its defenders now silent and still, as its ruin was overseen by the architect of its very destruction. The Orc Wars were finally over. There's nothing more reviled than the Orc, said the Elvish King.
What? That was literally insane.
It's really bad.
How'd they get their hands on my manuscript?
Black Sabbath
Its
made their
ruin was
final show.
overseen by the architect of its very destruction. My friend got jumped in Orc City for refusing to grunt. What evil ass fly did I just find, dog? Top bug ID suggested yellow fly of the dismal swamp.
Did unfortunately lose my phone case.
Not the phone case.
Likely in the water. Because I had to take my phone out of the phone case to put it in a Ziploc bag so it would be safe. But then turns out...
How waterproof is your phone?
I'm not entirely sure. My phone did not touch the water, ever. But... you know, most phones are like 20 feet of water for like, you know, a few minutes compliant.
The Orc City guy is crashing out on Twitter. He said,
Awesome.
Deport the elves.
Wow.
Also, he's friends with a convicted domestic abuser.
Ruh-roh.
That's crazy, dude. Many such cases.
And he was the guy who was on Twitter whining about the Writers Guild strikes in 2023.
Many such cases. Many such cases. This just in. Worst guy you know actually just made an even shittier take.
Yeah.
It's very interesting to see, you know, like a completely algorithmless Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm.
Because,
like ours?
Like ours. Well, no, specifically like ours on our Twitch homepage. Because I have never once watched Twitch. on this.
What does it recommend? Like
channel.
Amaranth?
Kai Sinet, some guy playing Clash Royale. Then you scroll down a little bit. Summer Games Done Quick, Germa. Scroll down a little bit more, and now it's just like fucking what is it? VTubers just everywhere.
Asmongold's playing Uma Musume. Crazy.
Excuse me.
That's right. Be playing a fucking shower, like, you know, going to a doctor.
Be my husband's relatives, 100% Greek. Take 23andMe for no reason because all their ancestors are from the same island. Results come back Turkish.
Oh, I have a great story. They were telling me a story about someone in their band, and they were like, yeah, we were like a traditional sort of Irish folk band, and we played music all the time. It was great. But this one guy, he was like really, really obsessed with the fact that he was Irish. Like, he made it like his whole entire personality. He wore like the little skull cap thingy. Like, that was his whole thing. And he took a 23andMe. He was like entirely German. He then proceeded
There's
to
comments posting like race science alleging that all the Greeks are actually quote Roman era Anatolians and not Bronze Age Greeks, and that the real Bronze Age Greeks live in Macedonia.
Let me think. Well, where did the Greeks go during the Roman Wars? I mean, they just kind of stayed.
They stayed in Greece. They just got conquered.
Yeah.
Wherever Greeks go.
Wherever Greeks go. Man, where do you think? That's a great question for you, Eddie. Where do you think whores go?
The brothel that the Shy Maid that Tyrion visits.
You're thinking it's the Shy Maid? I saw a video. I saw.
It's the shipman's wife or whatever her name is.
Yeah, I saw a theory that it wasn't a shipman's wife, but it was like she got like sent away to go like hang out with Tyrion's uncle.
Yeah, the sailor's wife. Also, her daughter is named Lana.
Lannister. Interesting. All right, I guess let's run down some more hot takes. Eddie, did Theon kill his own children? Yes or no?
No.
Okay.
No, those boys were not his children.
Okay, why who is the fucking the white cloaked man?
The hooded man?
Yeah, who's the hooded man?
Robert Glover.
Robert Glover. All right, next question.
I think the hooded man is a figment. It's like an alternate Jekyll and Hyde personality thing for Theon.
All right, well then, who's killing all the people in
Glover
Winterfell?
is actually a theory that is over 10 years old.
Who's killing all the people in Winterfell? Let me just pull up the Alt-Shift-X videos.
Oh, who's killing all the people in Winterfell? Not the Spearwives. I mean, Spearwives killed some of them. I think it's a combination of people. I think there's a lot of different people killing people in Winterfell.
Gotcha.
I think it's a combination of Ramsay, the Spearwives, and the Manderleys.
So where the fuck did Maynard Plum go? He like disappeared from the story.
Maynard Plum is Bloodraven.
No, wrong.
Yes.
No.
Maynard Plum is Bloodraven.
No, but Maynard Plum was there. Like, they're two different characters. They're like two different guys. Where did Maynard Plum go?
You never see them in the same room at the same time.
Yeah.
Look at this pic. Also, every picture of Maynard Plum is just like Bloodraven.
Yeah.
It's just like he uses a glamour.
Is Quentin alive? Yes or no?
So here's a great quote by Maynard, who is definitely not
totally
Bloodraven,
not
okay?
Bloodraven. Yeah.
Dunk says, "We'd all be bastard sons of old King Aegon if half these tales were true." And Maynard Plum says, "And who's to say we're not?" Maynard Plum loves to be like,
Yeah, he's like, hello. It's fucking
Which
like,
is a melee, as
hey,
any married man
I'm
could
Matt.
tell you.
I'm a radar technician. He's fucking Matt, the radar technician.
This close, there was something queer about the cast of Sir Maynard's features. The longer Dunk looked, the less he seemed to see. He's not calling him what he said he looked like. What?
Yeah. All right. Do you think Quentin is alive? Why do you think that Quentin is dead?
No. Quentin is dead because he got breathed fire on by a dragon.
Okay, no, but like we haven't seen him dead though. So
yeah.
people can survive that.
Maybe he dies in like, well, he didn't he take like a couple weeks dying, like all the wind blown around his weird body.
But they say he's dead, but really he has taken a dragon to go find Daenerys
or something.
Yeah. So there, checkmate there. Let's see. Who wrote the pink letter?
Oh man. I saw a really good theory about this, saying it was Stannis. But there's like stuff Stannis would know that he would probably put in the pink letter if his goal is to manipulate Jon.
Yeah.
That is not in the pink letter. It's definitely not Ramsay. But the
handwriting's not
either. I'm gonna say either Stannis or Mance. It's either Stannis or Mance. I'm gonna say like 60% Mance.
Do you think it was Manus? Do you think they were working together?
Stannis equals Mance is a great theory, but
Ooh, that's a good point. Holy shit! Have we seen them in the same room together?
Who didn't write the pink letter? I think we have seen them in the same room together, also. But,
wait, does he know that Mance is alive?
Well, it's Rattleshirt. Well, I think he knows they burned Rattleshirt. I don't know. Maybe Melisandre didn't tell him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's think. What will Darkstar be up to? What's his whole fucking deal outside of like just punching Marcella or cutting off part of her ear?
Darkstar.
Yeah,
I think Darkstar is going to steal the Sword Dawn and then get killed by Euron, who is going to take the Sword Dawn.
Gotcha.
Or I think he's going to try to gather like all the Valyrian steel, because there's like some kind of blood magic that was used to create it that he's going to try to like pull out of the steel to control the dragon. And I think he's going to try to get the Sword Dawn from Darkstar. It could be that like actually like Sam gets the sword instead or something. I don't know. But there's already a Valyrian steel sword that's a Tarly sword that would make more sense for Sam to wield.
Yeah. What's the fucking deal with oh god, what's his name? The mage?
Marwyn the Mage?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's correct. Deal? Maesters are conspiring. I think he's just kind of there to replace Maester Aemon.
Do you think the Maesters did kill all the dragons?
No, I think the Maesters probably were involved with Baelor the Blessed causing no new dragons to be born, though.
Was that just him? I thought it was... Wait, where?
No,
where
well, he like locked all his daughters up so they couldn't hatch dragons.
Oh.
Baelor the Blessed comes after the dance.
How long after the dance? Like briefly?
Like 2 Aegons after. I don't want to spoil things.
Yeah, no, I don't want to spoil.
It'll spoil House of the Dragon, but basically, like a couple generations after the resolution of the conflict, a lot of dragons obviously die in the conflict.
Yeah, that's why.
And Baelor the Blessed like prevents efforts to restore the dragon population, and I think the Maesters are behind that.
Yeah. This one I'm actually kind of I'm interested in what you have to say, because this is one of those ones that I'm not entirely sure about. Which is who is the Knight of the Laughing Tree?
Lyanna Stark.
See, I like the Lyanna Stark, but I also like the it's time traveling Bran.
I think it could be Bran influencing Lyanna, but I think the time time traveling Bran
wargs Lyanna.
I think that the time traveling Bran theory is much stronger if Bran is incapable of influencing any events before he was born. Because if he did that, it would probably result in Bran not being born. Through like butterfly effect type stuff. I think he can like send his consciousness back up to Bran is born. And it might be that he's actually not able to influence anything before
he falls.
His conception instead of his birth. But he certainly influences Hodor, which happens before he falls.
Oh yeah, good point.
So,
Okay.
what's the High Sage?
Yes,
I think it's Lyanna, and I think it's Lyanna. Her voice sounds deep because she's wearing a helmet, which is too big for her.
yeah. Or
And
it's Bran because he was like,
Well,
I
I think
wish
that's-
I was the Knight of the Laughing Tree.
oh, maybe. I mean,
That
I think
that
that,
one
like, you
line
could
is the
make that
thing
argument.
that like tags me to that, where I'm just like, because it
I
seems
think
like
it's-
that would be
that's just
like
sort of pointing at the Knight of the Laughing Tree as a Stark,
Mhm.
but I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. All right. Hello, we're all here. All right. Well, it doesn't look like the
Sorry for the
people are.
delay.
Doesn't look
Yeah,
like
I'm just-
anyone's ready. So Eddie, who the fuck is Robert Strong? Where'd he come from? That's
I think he's a new guy.
That's a new guy. That's a new guy. Where'd he fucking come from? Am I right?
Huh?
Yeah. Where'd he come from? What's he doing?
Robert Strong?
Yeah.
Do you
where'd
want
he-
my unironic Robert Strong thoughts? Because it's not like a deep theory. I think Robert Strong is the mountain who got like did weird by Qyburn with magic.
You sound like a fucking idiot right now.
Uh-huh.
God, stupid, dumb ass, cracker ass. Anyways,
Excuse me.
hello, welcome to the Cry Braille podcast. Is everybody shreddy for some announcements?
yeah, it's for announcements.
Cool.
Announcement time.
We don't have regular session.
Because
Pause. It. Fucking. We're gonna be doing campaign Jeopardy. So you prepare.
Oh shit, that's next week?
That is next week. Yes.
Dude, I'm gonna be in Colorado. That
Son
sucks.
of a
Okay.
bitch! Sage!
I mean, I'll
You
be there. It's
motherfucker.
Jeopardy. I'll be
motherfucker.
there. I'll be there.
God, Sage, how are you so fucking loud? How does this keep happening?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Alright, I'm gonna get a fucking, like, you know, one of those, like, retracting and, like, contracting, like, plastic balls?
A sage limiter?
Mhm.
You want a limiter?
Yeah, and I'm gonna put it so, like, you need to keep your nose on the edge of the ball, but not any closer. For the use of maintaining audio parity. Alright, cool. Yeah, so that's the main announcement. Be ready for that. It will be a fun time as always. Who knows? Who knows what people think? Who knows how this will go? Do we want to do double points for?
they should be like, who is Ron?
Oh, I have to do Final Jeopardy. I forgot about that. Let me.
Double points for what?
Should we do double points? Should we do double Jeopardy for round 2?
Oh yeah.
Okay, we didn't last time.
Well, that's how it works, right?
Yeah, I mean,
What's double jeopardy?
it's just double points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, in that case, let us begin. Picking up where we left off, the party took a short trip to the Hells to rescue Uha, their fellow Chimera member. While there, they traversed through Avernus to the Gate of Dis and negotiated a meeting with a greater devil. In their presence, Diego made a deal, breaking his connection with his god for the power of the Hells at his back. We come back in as the party returns to the material with no doubt some things to discuss. Appear back outside of the Hellbringer's estate in Old Town of Marnmouth. The arcane potential around you rips apart. You can finally breathe nice, non-humid air as the evening sets upon you. Everyone, make me a quick con save.
Con save.
Normal.
With my level
Fog,
of exhaustion, do I have
humid air.
disadvantage with this or something?
With
It
your
was.
what?
I'll
My
tell you in
level
2
of exhaustion?
seconds.
No, you don't. Saving throws is third level of exhaustion.
Con save, you said?
18 plus 2 plus 4.
Plus
Second
4.
level of-
18,
3.
22.
Oh, plus another 3, 27.
Yeah, like something
27.
other.
Jesus. All right.
Dude, there's so many buffs on these. It's insane.
What? Yeah.
Chide's not making it through this.
Oh, actually, minus
Yeah,
4
third
because I don't have the thing.
Oh yeah.
23.
I'm still at like a dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh,
And
you don't have the plus 4 anymore? From the paladin thing? Oh yeah. Okay. So Sage is sitting at a whopping this is a save constitution.
yes.
7.
All right. So
Blech.
everyone sort of settles in pretty all right, save for Jim, who stumbles back and kind of like leans back. Percival is there to catch him, and Shide, you land. You immediately start to say something. You know, there's a lot of strong emotions with what has happened since then. You start talking, immediately throw up.
I mean Okay, give me a second. Oh, okay.
Right. Well,
You're-
you do what you needed to do. I see, and he looks over. Uha is, Uha's definitely not making it. Uha is just unconscious on the ground right now. Family Guy death pose.
You better get
I'll-
into the madams.
I'll pick him up. I'll pick him up. And we'll go there.
Okay. And team meeting tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Team meeting tomorrow.
Okay.
She's like resisting the urge to hit you, but also just like threw up everything in her stomach, so she's just like looking at you.
She got the point,
sickened
and as soon as she yelled and
sickened-
bleh,
Bleh. I just threw up, Mom. I just threw up.
Jim climbs on top of Percival and follows you to the Madams. You get him situated in the Madams. He is in good care. That it will probably take a couple days for them to get him back on his feet. Jim is speaking with someone else. I think I have some sort of like river rot. Something like something's got to be wrong.
river rot.
River rot, huh?
So I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, I guess.
I guess so.
All right. What time of day is it anyway? Did we
Evening.
leave in the morning? Oh, okay.
However much time has passed,
I'm just gonna go to my
Yeah, I'm going back to my apartment.
my room, my in room.
Is there anything?
Shide's got to spill the tea.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to do before you come to rest this evening?
Me?
All of you?
No,
I'm trying to
no, I'm
sleep.
pretty. No,
Okay,
yeah.
Sleep, Shive.
I'm going to rat on Diego to fucking Mallory, so yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
You walk in. Mallory has just put the child
Hold on one sec.
down. Ah, welcome back. That was
That's what we weren't supposed to do.
yeah. Fucking bloody knife. Oh, sorry you had to see that.
What the
No,
fuck?
she.
No.
Like, oh wow, you're back pretty early. That was a effective
Yeah.
trip to the Hells then.
Lady Commander, I have some unsettling news.
Did you get the kid?
We got the kid. But we may have come back with a little bit more.
You know, I've
This
never been
might
one for
be-
metaphor. What is it?
This might be me jumping the gun in worry,
Gun. Firearm.
but- Sorry, jumping the bow and arrow in
Looping the firearm.
Being of the
jumping the shot. What the fuck is it called?
The crossbow?
Yeah, jumping the
Crossing the
crossbow.
bolt.
But Crossing the boat. This might be crossing. That's actually a really good one, Jake. This
Yeah,
might
I like
be
that.
crossing the boat. But
I'm posing. You can't see it.
long story short, Diego made a pact with a greater demon in hell, and that's why we're here
Devil.
as fast as we are. Devil. I thought it was a demon.
Devil.
Oh, devils are in the abyss.
Demons are in the abyss.
That's what I meant. That's what
I don't understand.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sorry,
All right,
I directly yelled into the mic for that. I'm sorry.
you're fine.
But Diego made a deal with a devil against his better judgment. Although it brought us, back home with Uha safely, I worry it's going to affect our operation, or himself, more importantly.
Well, I wish I could say that that you're just crossing the bolt, as it were. Yes. But these sort of things can be very effective in the short term. Only short term. These things always come to a head. The deal that he made is not a fair one. Not one he can easily escape. Keep an eye on him. This is something you should just monitor. Don't know how.
Should I keep Keith in the loop? I'm not sure how many people I should keep privy to this information besides our party, or, I mean,
anyone who could potentially. These things. Let me see if I can explain them. These things have.
yeah, I don't exactly make deals with devils. That's not really my go-to.
Yeah, that's good. I trained you well. Trained you to be smarter than that. These things have a certain amount of splash that come with them. People close by being hurt. There's a reason why the gods are up there. The devils are down there. Simple prayers and devotion to an oath is not enough. They require blood, usually souls, something, additional servitude. Just keep an eye on him. They're not in a position to be losing soldiers right now. But
yeah,
if it's going to be a danger to you, to anyone in your group, or to any of the people that he will no doubt have to serve with, who can finally arrive, you make that decision wisely.
It is in my hands.
What was that?
She doesn't say that. Sage says that. Okay. It is in my hands. I don't think. I'm trying to think of.
Hands.
Guys, what would Aubrey Plaza say in this situation if she were fucking Shiba? I'm trying to
I
get
thought
into
she was
character.
in a beer.
Oh yeah, that's so true.
She
She probably would be like. Io would probably be like, it's in my
Rachel
hands.
Sennott made a deal with
It
a
is
devil.
in my hands.
What would
Is Rachel Sennott the devil?
think that Audrey Plaza would say? Anyways.
Probably we're fucked. Yep, this is gonna be a grand old time.
Hey, come on, it can't be that bad.
Well, I also have to fire you, said she/they in her head to Garrick in her head.
No, you don't. You don't have to fire me. I don't have to be fired. No, what are you saying?
You're on a final written warning.
Nope.
Warn Ford. Guys, I'm not good with my words. Okay, that's when the time comes, I'll do what I have to. That's my update.
All right. Well, good. Go traipsing off to any other planes while, for the next little while, get yourself, resynced to the material.
I'm gonna say the hell out of the hills. Yeah.
Good.
And every other plane. Alright. Is there anything I can do for you, Lady Commander?
The kid wakes up tonight. Will you just...
Yeah, I got it. I got
Thank
it.
you.
Shide's gonna go prep the formula bottles for the next week since she was like, nah, I don't have to do that since I'm leaving for the hills. Now it's back on her responsibility list. Is there formula in the bogs?
Goat milk.
I mean, you're just getting milk from, like, an animal. Like, it's...
Yeah. But yeah.
Bog milk.
Bog
Bog,
milk.
we gotta get a goat outside. She just gotta go fucking milk the goat. Shut Harold.
It's a 13 to
Harold,
hit.
it's okay. Does not
The
hit.
goat's ramming.
As you go and you're doing it, the goat just goes and, like, tries to ram you. You just grab it by the horns, hold out in front.
It's the same goat with the horns that's getting milked.
Harold,
It, like,
fine.
it, like, ran away and, like, turned around. It can do multiple things.
Goats with
Ah.
horns are male.
Oh,
No.
shit!
Not always.
Oh no!
Not always.
Oh, shit!
Drunk.
Anyways.
Apparently, some female goats can have small horns.
Yeah. So it's a female goat.
Anyways.
I just thought that was
Keep
funny.
telling yourself.
Anyways.
She's got a little fringe and a little beard, and yeah.
Anyway. You all come to rest.
Do I dream a little dream?
You don't. That's like
You
your
don't.
whole thing.
Yeah.
Your whole thing.
It's
is
my
that
whole
you
thing.
Don't dream. You do, as you sort of come down. Child is awoke. And as you make your way down there, make a perception check, please.
He levitating like poltergeist
like
style
Jack.
above the bed. Yeah. That's a 18 plus 5, so 23.
18? Above child, the slightest spectral aura above it.
Ooh, what do I make out?
Your perception check, see some humanoid features to it.
Any fish features to it?
No.
So who can our humanoids?
Humanoid. You see, like, eyes, a nose, chin, even.
That's
A butt
crazy.
chin.
What is it? Is it saying something to it, or is it just looking at the child?
It is not. It is staring down at the child, its arm reaching down to...
Can I? This is. I can't like cancel magic. This. Can I counterspell this?
If that would be
Oh shit!
dispel
I didn't.
magic.
I dispel magic. I didn't put it on my list. I don't think. Shit! I put revivify on my list. I can't change my spells out until long rest.
Yes, you can.
Anyway,
On long rests.
I know, but have I taken a long rest yet?
No.
Oh,
You
no.
did. No?
Yeah.
Is
no.
this before
They
the
would
long
not
rest?
have known to swap that in this situation.
Yeah, until just now. Yeah, so I
Yeah.
would not be.
Like,
yeah.
hold up,
So-
spectral thing. I need to go take a
You do have
quick
divine
8-hour nap.
sense.
Divine sense.
What divine sense
yeah.
does is it can
Yeah,
tell
can I-
you if there's a
Evil or
a
good.
celestial,
Yeah.
a fiend, or an undead within 60 feet of you.
Can I pull out a divine sense?
Okay, you go and you cast Divine Sense.
It's it's like an ability. It's not a cast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or you use the ability of Divine Sense. You feel...
I guess would this be? Can I say this? This would be like a during my perception check. This would come out.
I mean, no, you just like do this. It's, a silent thing that you do. And you feel aura of an undead.
Okay. Is it evil? I don't have something.
Do you have detect
for
good and evil?
You have detect good and
I
evil?
don't. I don't. So I'm gonna just fucking like grab a lamp and just start swinging at it.
All right. You go and you
have your-
grab. So lamps
Get outta
don't.
here!
I guess a lamp. Like it's a lantern,
I
basically.
Like a
I don't
lantern?
have. I don't. Yeah, like I
Yeah.
don't have like a It's probably
I'll
like a
be right
back. You have a
standing
sword?
lantern.
You're in your
I
fucking.
don't have my sword when I'm going down to check the baby. I'm in my
know,
PJs.
You're in your
So
shitty
you
not like
you
a-
PJs.
just never bring your sword anywhere.
Yeah.
I have spirit guardians. Can I cast spirit guardians and like not have the baby and like keep the baby safe?
Okay, you can do that. You cast Spirit Guardians immediately upon seeing you. Spectral just looks directly at you and vanishes.
Do I catch like a face or anything? Anything familiar about it?
I'll say make me another perception check.
Okay. Okay, that's a 17 plus 5.
17. 5. Okay. I will say that as it sort of fades away, you get more fine features of it. Note that it has sharp, pointed ears and is relatively short.
So a dwarf or a halfling?
Oh shit, is it the baby daddy?
Probably.
Probably. My bad, sorry baby. Sorry baby. I'm gonna go over to it because it's probably crying.
My bad beast.
It looks up and is sort of like swatting at the spirit guardian figures.
It's okay. I'm gonna make them smaller. Can I like make them smaller, like and like small horses running around in a circle, like a what are they called? The things that you put above a baby's cradle.
Yes. I don't remember what
Like
they're
just-
called, but yes. You
Yeah,
do
yeah, just
so.
like-
The child seems to enjoy it greatly.
Yes, yes, and I'll just kind of like soothe him back to sleep, like rocking the cradle, whatever. Yeah.
All right.
I'll probably spend the rest of the night like in a chair next to the bed.
All right. You do not sleep well. You wake in the next morning and you got this little just sort of crick in your back. Can't really crack. I'm sitting in a wooden chair, but otherwise, nothing else happens for the rest of the evening. You all wake up.
I don't have any weird devil dreams.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Do I get the paladin levels?
But
Yeah.
you wake up. You wake up and you feel like you still have a few more hours of sleep left in you. But something wrong. Your pillow seems kind of lumpy. There's something underneath it.
Lumpy.
Okay.
Teeth.
I'll
It's
pull it
deer
off.
teeth.
Pulling it off, you see a very crooked iron dagger. Simple, very unique curving shape with a
Mhm.
sharp tip on one end. It's a one-sided dagger that sort of like feathers out to a very sharp tip. And written upon a small piece of parchment tied to it just says, "Drop of blood, I will be there."
Looks like a sacrificial dagger. All right, I'll pocket it.
Does he get a
Okay.
cool sheath with it?
No, also I shouldn't have added this
Oh.
yet.
Added what?
Nothing, don't worry
And
about it.
what?
Added what? Added what?
Well,
I'm
clearly
worried
you're
about
not-
it. I'm worried
clearly-
about it.
Clearly you're not watching
sorry,
the
I'm-
stream, but like whatever.
I'm
Yeah, the
back.
levels.
Yeah.
Hi, what'd I
was-
miss?
I was writing my notes down so I could be ready for fucking thing. I wrote down Diego gets a one-sided dagger that feathers out with a sharp tip, a drop of blood, and I will be there.
What? This happens? I missed all of that. Can you repeat everything that's happened?
Yeah,
Garrett,
you lost it.
Hi.
You have trouble sleeping. It's not often that you find yourself in a nice, cushy bed, and it does not suit you. Sleep fine, you have your long rest, but it is a lot of tossing and turning.
That's the noise that you make in your sleep. You go.
Meh. No, I was agreeing. I was like, okay.
Can I go to the before I go out or anything? I'm gonna like go to the bathroom in my chambers and look at myself in the mirror.
Mm-hmm.
I look
You,
tired.
despite everything, it's
fucking say
still
it.
you, but
It remains Diego.
it remains Diego, but your eyes are sort of baggy, your cheeks sunken. Despite the fact that you have bathed in the past night, the smell of the hells has been with you all night.
What is the smell of the hells?
Brimstone, fire,
Brimstone and
and
sulfur.
dried blood.
Mm.
You even have
Right.
as you go and get a drink of water. There's just this like iron taste in your mouth.
I'm going to I'm gonna try to focus inwardly. I'm gonna hold the knife. I'm not gonna cut myself with it or anything. I'm going to try to find the power that I made the deal for.
Make me a religion check.
Oh, it requires sacrifice. I don't know if I... Religion check. Yeah.
What's your religion check?
A 2.
10.
A 10. You feel your mind drawn back to the note that was left with us.
Yeah. I'm gonna just cut the tip of my tongue with it.
Okay. You take 1 point of piercing damage. As you do, a little single drop of blood comes off of it, and you watch a previously unseen channel as it's. Hey! Wait, what the fuck?
King_Von_Roy stands with
What
Rhaenyra
happened?
the Pretender.
Someone in chat?
Hey.
Is
Yeah.
XQC in chat?
No, it
Gemini
played
Joggers,
twice. Okay.
Our
man.
pretender.
Alright, everything's strange, because it played twice.
Hey,
Thanks for the follow. Yvonne.
let's go.
Boy. Anyways. Not anyways, but thank you. So
We love you.
as it goes, it runs down the channel. You watch as it like feeds down into the handle, which begins to warm up slightly. Look into the mirror, and you no longer see your image, but you see the image of Glora, your new patron.
Yikes.
Well, good morning.
Slept pretty bad.
Yes, I do hope you will dress more appropriate for our future meetings. Sort of
Yeah.
eyes you up and down.
These are PGs.
Oh, what am I? Am I wearing like the little like sleeping cap?
Mick Scrooge, fucking.
Okay,
Diego is
Ebenezer
wearing like
Scrooge,
just like sweatpants and a sleeping cap.
Yeah, it's good. Diego doesn't Winnie the Pooh it, so
Yeah.
He
Diego reverse
nightgowns
Winnie's-
it.
Diego hits the
Nightgowns
reverse
it.
Winnie the Pooh.
or not Winnie the Pooh. Sorry, Donald Ducking it.
Yeah. Which is also Winnie the Pooh, we get it?
Oh wait, yeah, no, right.
He just wears a little dress. Yeah,
Oh!
that's right.
Dice! My dice!
He's wearing like a 5X like
What?
t-shirt.
My anarchy symbol!
Oh, he's losing it. He's losing it.
Also, yeah, our fucking follow thing just played like 4 times on top of each other. I don't know what the deal with that is.
Nice.
We'll fix it later. Anyways,
Me, I followed and unfollowed 4 times.
Well,
smart.
yeah. as per our agreement, still feel pretty empty power wise.
Yes, that'll happen, but I'm sure you'll start feeling hot as rain soon. I'll give you a little something for the pain. So, just to reiterate where we once were, you owe me 2.
2 souls.
Yes, and I shall be in contact soon about said 2 souls. But for the time being, wield the power that I give you. If I come and I ask something of you, what do you say?
How soon and how painful?
Good. Now, put that blade up to your throat and wet your whistle. Vanishes from the mirror.
Oh,
I'll do it.
All right. I think she said throat, but she meant mouth. You go and put it to your mouth, and that drop of blood exits there, once again, running through the channels and dripping down into your body. And as you do, you feel bolstered. You feel as if your strength has finally returned. So it's different.
wait, what did he do?
It feels,
I drank the blood back that I put in the knife, basically.
feels the same, but it
Oh.
feels different. The power is the same. The source feels hotter. The
Yeah.
sort of the saltiness that you would sort of feel with the fresh ocean breeze.
Just like a slow, dry wind now.
Mm-hmm. It's like a hot updraft from a subway.
Or like
No.
you know when you have like a really old radiator and it like dries out the whole room?
Yeah.
Yes. Just like that.
That's what I was thinking anyway. Like just like hot and dry and
How about like the desert?
yeah. But like
Not.
you're inside and
like-
you're alone.
Yeah.
The
Or like
desert
hot and
and
dry,
inside.
like like cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
Cornbread
cornbread.
can be moist.
Because she's from the south.
Because you're from the
It's not a word.
South. Ain't is not a
Not a
word.
word. Ow.
Anyways,
Baby want a bottle. What does he say?
you're a loser. You're a loser. You make me sick, you big baby. Baby want a bottle?
You are dirt.
Good. All right. So, congratulations. Back. Paladin. Laura.
Yikes.
I'll put the knife like
Ugh.
when I get my armor on, I'll put the knife like in my pocket of my doublet under my breastplate.
Hmm.
You can feel it like poking me if I move at certain angles.
So she gets free blood. You get free blood. You're just gonna drink more.
No,
shit?
it's just like a reminder.
Like butt dialing her.
No free blood.
No free blood.
Like, hello, yes, you called?
What?
No, I see you're in the middle of something, huh? Let me just...
I'm gonna touch my fingertip to my tongue and use a point of lay on
It's
hands.
Still bleeding. Oh.
The lay on hands, it's like
And like sear it.
it's a burn. You, as you go and you do it, you just,
Does he get like heat resistance now?
It'll take some getting
Fire-
used to. No.
Oh.
I think I'm mechanically mostly the same. I changed some of my spell list. I feel a little invigorated now. Like, I don't need those extra hours of sleep after all.
All right.
There's maybe like a paleness that wasn't there before. But I'll saunter on down to the office.
Right.
Ooh, saunter he shall.
For the rest of you,
By that time, I
Mhm.
feel like I would have already like run to the office to like tell Keith. Not run, but a solid brisk walk to keep her on the loop.
a yog. All right, we'll
A
say
jog, if you will.
you can get there before Faith is, of
I took
course, there.
I took my time,
All right.
but not like as like I'm like I don't really want to go. Kind of. I feel like it's gonna end bad. Kind of take time.
Gotcha.
I'm walking slower.
Freaking speed walking over there like I was meant to speed walk.
All right. You walk in. You see Faith is in her office doing some paperwork. Jason is sitting there, sort of on the couch, working on his own, reading a book.
That's crazy. He reads.
He's reading like
Cat on a head.
he's reading
Cat
like
in a
Rich
Hat.
Dad Poor Dad.
It's fucking what is? Let me.
Jason Son of Jay is
Fucking
reading. He's
Hear
fucking-
this.
What is this?
Scruffy.
Astounding Tales of doing it.
Yeah, he's sitting there reading. You find that Sneezy is there also.
Awesome. Oh, I should probably tell Sneezy about Uha. That can. I guess I'll lighten him up with the information that if he wants to.
Yeah,
visit
he's at-
Uha-
Well, you
The
can tell
Madams.
everyone because that's
He's
like
at the
the whole
Madams.
reason why we went was.
Oh, yeah, it's the whole reason we went. Yeah.
Oh, hi,
That's totally the
Shide.
reason you went. Diego totally wasn't planning to make a deal with the devil the whole time and intentionally set up Uha. through
yeah,
off-screen
yeah.
conversations with Vanderlee. It's not even Uha's tail.
You
that
set
was a
this
tail
up!
From a,
You set
that was
us
a tail
up!
from a possum they found.
You found out the entire reason I started this drug empire was so I could come in contact with the devil
so I
and make a
can go
pact with
to
it.
hell. Yes.
Oh, Shiva,
Yeah,
you're
that we
back.
didn't get to help writing.
Hello.
Oh, yeah, I'm back. Can I talk to you?
Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna just like go into her office and then like close the door.
All right, you close it with a bit more fervor than you were expecting, but
A little
it
further.
befits the situation.
Okay. So, I have a reason why we're back so incredibly early. And it's not necessarily a good one.
Because it went really well.
Oh boy, did it. And I like go over and I like put my hands on the desk and I like have my shaking. I'm like, oh boy. So, Uha is back, courtesy of our valiant efforts and because Diego made a pact with the devil.
Oh, that's good. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, as someone we work closely with, I thought you should know.
Yes,
Uh,
that's good to know. You know, these were
And
not exactly people we would usually try to hire for the guard, given the,
no,
no.
The implication. Because the implication.
You know, the implication. You know, nothing bad is going to happen. But,
Yet.
you know.
Do I know that he has to kill 2 people?
You know that
That's you don't know anything. You know that I owe her
I
2
was there.
souls.
You know,
I was
you know
there
that
when you
Glora
had that
said,
whole
"You
conversation."
owe me 2 souls."
Yeah, so I do know he like does have to like kill somebody, 2 people.
Is that what that means? That could mean anything. Maybe he has
How
to
do you
beat
get a soul?
2 fuck-ass teenagers at ping
kill a
pong
person.
and
Kill
just
'em.
fucking steal their
It's like-
souls
is
in Smash Bros.
You know, Shide, you know the
Maybe I
game
just have to use
Hitman?
Soul Trap on 2 like elven bandits.
Well, no, it's Shide. It's like the game Hitman, where like he's Agent 47 and he's gonna get a call to go do a mission to go kill someone while wearing different costumes.
Yeah, so
Yeah, like
essentially,
this.
he's gonna go. I was just gonna say, so you know
All
how
right,
the
so
whole
Eddie, you gotta
Henry
shave him
Henry
bald now.
Huh?
You gotta shave him bald and get a bar tattoo, a barcode tattoo on the
No.
back of your head.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
So you know how the whole Henry situation went.
Yes,
Now
I do
imagine if
remember.
Yeah, now Henry has to Henry has to find two souls for Miss Southern Demon Queen. I don't. She's got a thick Southern accent. I don't know what's going on there.
Okay.
That's just how they talk in hell, bro.
Bro, I don't know.
Yeah, I
Not on
think you're
TV,
being a
it's not-
little racist.
Okay, my bad. That's fine. You know what? I'll take responsibility for that.
Take
I'm
ownership.
just. You know what? I was.
Take ownership.
Take ownership.
Anywho, yeah, so that's not great.
No, it's not. It's actually really bad, and I don't know what to do about it, Kate.
Yeah, so I don't really know either. I don't, you know, that's not something that I know how to work with.
Yeah, there's not exactly a training or a file that we can work with here.
Oh, well,
Um,
actually, there are a couple files. There are a couple trainings about this that I've seen, that I've put out.
about demon.
Yeah, here,
oh.
here. He sort of rummages through her desk and brings out a little pamphlet.
Oh, God.
So you've made a deal with the devil.
All right, she is gonna read it.
There's a cartoon image of a devil and a man on fire next to them.
I really like that. This is really great artistic vision. I really like this.
Oh, thanks.
And you know, in lighter news, but still bad news, we have to talk about Garrick.
Yeah, Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with I was gonna say last week, but it literally it's been 48 hours since we've been gone. 24 hours, not even.
Just about. Yeah, you guys. I mean, heck, that's pretty good time. Pretty good turnaround. You know, all
like
things
4 hours
considered,
after.
all things considered,
All
not
things
great.
considered,
All things considered,
we're all
not
one in
great. But you know,
Uha's back. You know, we got the job done. And anyways, yeah. So in going forward, I don't know how many more strikes out Garrett can take. Um, I know he's going through a rough patch, but at the same time,
How many strikes do I even have? I know I have the one on Jason, but what's the other one?
You struck
Bro,
Jason. You made
you
us
struck
break your
Jason.
friends out of jail, and then like
You made
put us in a really
and then
bad
didn't-
situation.
Yeah, put us in a bad situation. Yeah, third strike, you're out, dog. You're on it.
I'm gonna hit a lot of foul
You
balls.
influenced Jim into trying violent video games, and now he can't sleep.
Now he can't Oh my god.
I was showing him all the cheat codes I know for San Andreas. I showed him how to get the jetpack.
ugh. Anyways,
So, well, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt. I can't, you know, continue to have, you know, a ruckus within our own group. That's not going to work.
yes, I've already spoken to Jason about this. He has been made very aware that it is inappropriate to stab your coworker.
That's great. Garrick knows that it's wrong to punch your coworkers.
A cold
I
cock.
still don't know. Yeah, you know.
That is what I wrote down in the report. So we're just.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to keep
Gonna
common
go with that.
nomenclature across
That's
discussions and documentation.
It's important for safety
consistent
regulations.
rhetoric. That is, yes.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be in the next
yes.
pamphlet.
So
So
you
you
guys think-
cocked your coworker.
You cannot cold cock your coworkers.
No, that's the
You
pamphlet.
cannot
That's the name of the
stab your
pamphlet.
coworkers. And you know
did
what? We
not
should make a
fuck my
pamphlet
cat.
about that. I did not blow a hole through the fucking side of the.
Okay, look, that's a bit mean to say that to Sneezy. Okay, he was very
No,
upset
I'm not
about it,
saying-
and he did a really
He
good
fixed it.
job fixing the hole. It is not well done. You look over It is a slanted piece of wood that does not cover the hole.
There's like a slight like hole in like on the side of the hole that you can kind of like walk. It's door shaped. It's not quite.
I mean, it's probably like a 1 foot sized hole. Like it was, it was an eldritch blast.
Oh, it was just like a circle. I was imagining like the whole wall is out. Like there's like a big patch of wall gone.
No, it's fairly small. We'll say like 1.5 foot hole. Like
Okay,
it just
okay.
has like a 2x4 across it right now.
We're just gonna have to install a window in there, you know. It's like
Maybe
in leg
not. I feel
height.
like we can probably just fix it. Anyways, so
Anyways,
yeah, I assume that Mallory has conveyed to you about that,
yeah.
about my potential thoughts for that, where it's just, it's about safety. I understand we're in the mercenary business, and safety is not exactly something that a lot of mercenary businesses hold, super highly. But I think safety within the office is really important.
I agree.
I'm glad we are on the same page. You are, head of operations. Your operations lead is the technical term for your position.
Mm-hmm.
So, as sort of the big boss, which is not my technical term, but my technical term is not important. I trust your judgment. If you would like me dare to act as a mediator, I will certainly do so. But otherwise, I completely trust your judgment on this and to your direct report.
All right. I think for going forward, it would be best to keep the two separated, obviously. And should we have any further infractions, then I'll have to make the final decision or I'll make that decision to separate Garrick from our establishment. I think considering I know he's got a lot going on, and I don't want to give up on him just yet. But when the time is right, I won't back down from saying goodbye.
Very well. I mean, like I understand like this whole, prisoner transfer exchange thingy is, experimental and whatnot, but I trust your decision.
I think considering does Kate know that we broke out? I mean, like obviously, yeah. So my other worry is that if we can't get Garrick back into line, I worry about the state of the other two, his, ex-friends that we sort of
Helped out.
did a favor for. Yeah, broke out. I don't really love that term, but Diego in my head.
Not a great term. Really not a great
Yeah, not great rhetoric. So did them a favor, and I don't necessarily see it looking good on our part if we are letting Garrick kind of go on bad terms. So I would like to get him into a better position in a good working team, our team.
Certainly. I mean, in the case where this is not an appropriate workspace for him, he will find his way back to his original lodgings.
Yeah.
Apologies, I'm being a little verbose. He's gonna go back to jail, and so are all of his, delinquent friends, as you so put it.
Yeah, I don't necessarily love that vision, but if that's what must be done, it's what must be done.
I mean, yeah, that's the reason why we have prison. Is if people are causing trouble, you put them in prison, and the problem solved.
Prison. Yeah. We could talk about the Marnmouth prison system another time. And how
I mean,
ineffective
it's pretty good. Like nobody ever gets out.
Nobody ever gets out. I do have a question of whether or not certain people there. But we'll talk about the ethics of, you know, yeah, we'll talk about that another time. Let's not get into it right
Well,
now.
I mean,
Anyway, Diego's gonna be here and he
theater.
says it.
I mean, you know the Fog motto: you do the crime, you rot in the cell.
Hey, you.
Anyway, so
Rot
yeah,
in the
go ahead, go.
cell.
You do your thing. You do your thing. I'm going to be. All right.
Here. Cool.
Yeah, okay. It's at this
I
point.
open the door. Diego's face to face with me.
Diego is face to face. Diego looks.
He's like, "You
he
talking
still
shit about
kind of
me?"
looks like shit.
You look like shit.
Diego, you're muted. You gotta speak up, champ.
Yeah, speak up for yourself.
Come on, man. I know you just went through this like horrible thing with like making a deal
Really?
with a literal devil. But
Literal devil.
you're
I
surrounded
had
by
to feed
friends.
the hounds.
Bro, I called you
hounds up
ugly
from
to
hell.
your
The
face.
hell
Are the
of hell.
Say
hounds in the
something.
sink?
No,
No hounds in the sink.
just got a text that says, "Give yourself the love you so freely give to others," from a number I've never seen.
Yeah, that's the devil with the pact you just made.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah,
true.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, Eddie, I signed you up for a bunch of these just as like for roleplay
Like
purposes.
affirmations.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
hmm Anyways, Diego.
I'm still going to the office.
Yeah,
I
so
know, you're
you have
face-to-face with
arrived at
me,
the office.
and I just told you, you look
Oh,
like
I didn't
shit.
hear. Sorry, I was feeding the hounds. I look like shit.
Yeah.
I don't feel great. It'll probably, come back over the next few days.
Mm-hmm. Does it have any, anything to do with the fact that you're now all devilish Hellboy now?
I don't know. I need a new cologne, I think, but
Mm-hmm.
still feels like me.
Hmm. Well, I hope you can say that for. I hope you can continue saying that. Shita's gonna just like pat you on the
Yeah,
shoulder.
so do I.
And
The
then
way I see it,
Shita's gonna pass him. Shita's gonna pass him the pamphlet that Kate had. Little pamphlet
gonna,
that
like-
says, "So you made a deal with the devil." Cartoon
I'll put it in my
like devil
pocket.
on it with a guy on fire on it.
Thanks.
You're so welcome. And yeah, I did also have to Mallory about your little situation.
I imagined you would. I
Yep.
had hoped you would wait until today so we could tell her together, but
No.
unified front and all that.
I also would have said that if you had approached a unified front about not making it the devil, but you kind of did your own thing there, so I kind of had to take
It got us
autonomy.
out, and I didn't know when the fish were coming.
It got us out, and now you have to kill 2 people, and we don't know what the long-term effects of this deal are going to look like for the rest of our group.
I
and for
gave
the
something.
safety.
It's not worth very much to me for something that's worth everything. And I respect if that's not a choice you would make, but it's one I made. And I didn't make it because I'm stupid.
I am not calling you stupid. I'm just saying you're putting our lives at risk. Now that's stupid. But you made the choice.
Our lives are already
and now,
at risk. Every day.
Uh-huh.
As long as a Sahuagin is still breathing,
Uh-huh.
every one of our lives is at risk.
Uh-huh. And
He
now
says
we
this
have a
while
man
putting a hand
who's
against
made
the
a deal
window,
with the
looking
devil
out.
who
looking out
owes
a
somebody 2 souls. Now, so
It's gonna
I'm
get a
with.
hell of a lot more than that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did you
I
like
can
my
see the
pun?
blood rush encroaching in. Oh yeah, loved your pun. So great. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah.
walk away now. She is walking away. Actually, I can't have this conversation.
Second sword. We'll give her a little salute.
She is just gonna like phase out of existence.
Clark's
Teleport
still
out of
gone.
the building.
Yeah, she just.
Oh, is Clark still gone?
Does anyone have a cigarette?
I'm here.
I feel like I want a cigarette.
Oh, no, Clark's eating, I think.
Jason, you got a cigarette?
Bro, bum me a cigarette.
Garrick, you got a cigarette?
I'm not here. I'm not there.
Oh yeah.
I saw him
Keith, you
walking
got a
in.
cigarette?
Kate slides you a cigarette.
I'll like light it with a little burst of energy.
Do you have produce flame?
Oh, that's true. I would have to like use a smite. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna light it.
Dude, you can use searing smite.
Dude, I could take the feat magic initiate just to light cigarettes.
Based.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's better.
Jason, son of Jay, kind of looks at you just like, at least sit by the window, dumbass.
Yeah. I'll stick out my tongue at him and go walk towards the window.
Bro's got some
Walking towards the window,
attitude now.
Garrick is like face pressed up against the window.
I'm gonna just
Well,
slide
but-
the window up and like slam him up into the top of the window frame.
Sheedy's making this face right now.
Which
Uh,
is
Uh,
How'd you find
I-
this image? That's like an image Jake would send. Or you
I
had like
just
the
looked
Jake
up-
vault.
I just looked up disgust face anime and it was like one of the first
this is
three.
pretty. This is a pretty Jake core fucking.
That's what I'm
picture.
saying.
That's pretty Jake core of you.
I don't know, it was the face I thought they would be making.
I don't. Yeah.
Good enough. All right. Oh, Garrick, you're now here.
Yeah. After
Oh,
him opening the window, I'm gonna like squat below the window and then slowly crawl my way toward the door.
Okay.
And then
can
act
see
like
you.
nothing happened.
hey, Second Sword. Are you gonna like keep the parties separated or the
Wait,
parties
so
to the
what
dispute?
happened? What did I just miss?
He
Garrick
went to
is
the
here.
window to go. Yeah, I just showed up.
Okay, has Jason Son of Jay done anything yet?
Nope, he's
No, I literally
attending
just
to
walked through
his
the door.
book.
He's chilling.
I'm gonna go find a seat that's as far away from
Yeah,
him as
far
possible.
away. Yeah, so they're gonna.
You don't
stay
have to tell me.
separated
Hey,
from
hey,
each other.
hey, 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 hey. You don't
I
have to tell me.
understand. You guys are not gonna speak to each other. We're gonna keep you two separated,
Yeah, that's fine.
and you understand the actions of your your actions have consequences.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Sorry, I don't know why my voice got so high. Anyways, you understand the consequences of your actions and that your actions have consequences. So, moving forward, if you decide to cold cock your coworker again, not only will you be terminated immediately, but now the entire group knows that you will also be removed from the premises and returned to your original disposition. Have I made myself clear?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Now we get to talk about the good news, which is that in
Was that my
attempts
performance review?
to that was your we're not doing a full performance review. In lieu of our recent trip, we have returned quickly with Uha at our side. Visiting hours at Madame's can be arranged with Madame, but he is currently at Madame's for the next couple days.
Oh, Jason, son of Jay, says. Good. Uha, he's actually one of my favorite guys in Chimera. Like him and Sneezy.
Yeah.
You know, Diego, Second Sword, you guys aren't too bad. And of course, we gotta give it up for Keith.
Give it up for Kate. Diego will start laughing.
Yeah. And, oh. Shit, I think I forgot somebody. Jim. That's a good one. That's a good guy. And he goes back to his book.
I'm reading the newest issue of the Contrarian right now.
Oh yeah, what's the
I'm not
contrarian
listening.
have to say?
For the sake of brevity, the Contrarian is once more blaming a current policy on sort of elite favoritism towards
I'm so
Mallory.
upset about current thing.
A lot of it sort of dashing towards or dashes at Mallory, and how all of this is kind of a big setup to like get Mallory back in power, and how the commission are not doing great, but they're doing better, and of course ends with its classic line,
Kill the bastard Dyrike.
yeah, kill the bastard Dyrike.
In the normal newspapers, is there anything about the yurts situation and how that's going, or no?
Not in this issue, no. This is a
No, okay.
So I can start if you want to talk more about this, I can.
Diego Parloon, what more is there to say?
Maybe one day I'll regret this choice, but not yet.
Okay. Then that's that. Moving forward, we know that you have made certain choices that make yourselves dangerous to those around you. I want you to at least acknowledge that while you're working in this group. That is my core issue that I have with you right now. I don't need you to talk. I don't need you to give me an excuse. That is the situation that us around you have to deal with because of the consequence of your action. As I told Garrick quite literally 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you understand. So, now that
And
that's all
Uha
cleared
is
up.
back.
Uha's back. Great.
hey, Uha's back.
And we need a job. Third topic of action. I'm just gonna kind of like
Okay.
skirt away from Diego and turn to Kaith.
Oh, hi. Yes, I got some stuff for you here. And with that,
Fabulous.
we will be entering a bit of a time skip.
Ah! It's time!
Yay.
So,
Like 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
while Sage is taking 2 minutes to think about this, 2 months is about to pass. You're going to be able to, spend this time as you normally would. You'll be doing, jobs for Chimera during it, so there's no real grand, it's you're not taking like a trip to Ilum during this time. But think of some things that your character would want to do during this time in terms of preparations. I know we have already discussed this with some of you about weapon and armor improvements.
Yeah, I have like different amounts of money now, so I need to think again.
She then needs more money so I can pay off this gun, this armor.
I think I have a general idea of what I want him to do for
Can you guys give me 5 minutes and I'll be right back?
Yes. So yeah, everyone, take a minute, think about what you want to do, and we'll.
Clark, I have a general. I got my idea.
Okay. We'll just I want to wait so everyone's here, so everyone's on the same page with what everyone is doing, what everyone is up to. Doing this, I will do some fucking prep. All right. So actually, now that we have like 5 minutes, this is actually a perfect time for another quick Mario Kart game.
Oh my god.
Not actually. I would have to like switch all my screens. The capture card is nice. Ooh. That is an idea. Now that I have, I've worked for a while, I kind of understand how like electronics work. So I might
I'm back.
try to like set something up, like hand make a like HDMI switcher.
Oh.
So that way I could
Interesting.
switch between. I mean, that's the thing, is like if I do this, it's gonna cost me probably like $50 in material. Probably less. But it's just I'm gonna have to like do wiring. And it would
Little wiring for a guy like you.
save me from unplugging and replugging one cord. And I would like set it up with a button. I don't think it's worth it.
I don't know. A press of a button is pretty tempting.
It would be cool. It would be really cool. That is the thing. And like, maybe, I got the thing now, so like maybe I'll be streaming more Switch stuff. Who knows? Who's to freaking say? Oh, I can also try to figure out what's wrong with our alerts and why it sends 2 of them instead of 1.
Because
Let me
it's party
see.
time, that's why.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? We'll test something. Can one of you follow and then or unfollow then follow again?
How do I follow? Or unfollow?
On your screen, the little heart.
I'm on the page.
Well, no, you have to
Heart?
watch this. Yeah, there's a little heart down at the
Unfollow,
bottom.
okay.
Unfollow, then
Yes,
follow
unfollow.
again.
Follow.
Okay, yeah, so it plays 2.
I am not just Jack stands with Aegon Targaryen, the second of his name.
It also cut out.
Nice.
Fucking, well, this one has to be really long. This one. See, and then it plays the 3rd one. There's 3 fucking things here.
What do
What?
you mean? They gave me 1.
Well, no, I heard
I'm
3
also one.
alerts. Did you hear? You guys can't hear stream.
I only heard 1.
What are the alerts?
Which one did
Here, let
you
me do it
hear,
again.
Sage? What did you see?
I saw Steven pop up.
Okay, I'll be another
It
5
said-
minutes.
I am not
Oh
just
my
Jack.
god, Eddie. Okay, do
Let
it
me see.
again.
Unfollow. Give it a second to like reload. And then I'm following. I don't know if it'll do it again because I'm on the same stream.
But oh,
Jake might have to.
yeah,
What, what's
Jake,
up?
can you do it?
Oh, jeez. I can't because I'm your sub.
Oh, right.
Oh, wait, never mind. I can unfollow. But wait, no, that'll fuck with my.
Yeah, no, don't
I can
bother.
We gotta wait for Eddie.
Yeah. Maybe I can. Let me do this on my phone. Follow. Yeah, so it's playing 2. Why is it playing 2?
Globnar 12
Just turn
stands with Rhaenyra the Pretender.
It's just playing 1 for me.
Well, no, so it played 2 noises is the thing. Like, it plays one thing, but it plays 2 noises.
Oh. That I don't understand.
Yeah. Oh wait, I can do test alerts. Oops. Yeah, so that works. If I do a single, like, test alert, it works.
The_CB_podcast stands with Rhaenyra the Pretender.
Near the Pretender. The warboard follow. And this goes again.
The underscore
fuck?
CB underscore podcast stands with Aegon Targaryen,
Aegon
the second
Targaryen.
of his name,
King of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms, and Protector of the Realm. Banger.
Banger.
Yeah, I don't know why it's like playing two at once. Like it's a random option. Like when you go and you follow, it gives you one of the 7 options that I currently have.
What's a Rhoynar?
The Rhoynar?
Would
The
you like to
Rhoynar are the people of Dorne, I think? No, it isn't. The Rhoynar are the people on the eastern continent of Essos. So it's like, this was back when like
Daenerys?
no, this is way before Daenerys. This was back when they still sort of had some like colonies. There's this area called the Stepstones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's an area called the Stepstones that is like controlled by Aegon. So that is like where the Rhoynar is. Yeah, so here I'll copy an image and put it in here. So this is where the Stepstones are. They're like sort of right between. This also in part is because like the Velaryons are involved.
Not the Valarians.
I love the Velaryons. Velaryons are great. Big fan of
Wait,
the
is like
Velaryons
your
here.
ancestral home like?
I mean, their ancestral
Wow.
home is in Valyria, old Valyria.
And Valyria is like no longer livable.
No, Valyria like does no longer exist. So the Doom came for Valyria.
Not the Doom.
And what
I
was the
love
Doom again?
It's not entirely clear. It was likely some big natural disaster, potentially caused by the Faceless Men, if you really want to get into it.
The Faceless Men.
The people that Arya joins, Jaqen H'ghar.
Ah.
There's a line. Let me, Faceless Men, Valyria, fine. They said... So Jaqen H'ghar was like explaining the history of the Faceless Men to Arya, and he says, and I quote, "All gods have their instruments, men and women who serve them to help to work their will on earth. The slaves were not crying out to 100 different gods as it seemed, but to one god with 100 different faces, and he was that god's instrument. That very night he chose the most wretched of the slaves, the one who had prayed most earnestly for release and freed him from his bondage, the first gift to be given. Arya drew back from him. He killed the slave? That does not sound right. He should have killed the masters. He would bring that gift to them as well, but that is a tale for another day, one best shared with no." So that is like, it's basically saying, the theory is that they potentially caused the doom of Valyria. I don't entirely, like, this is like the one line.
Yeah, I don't love that.
Yeah, like, that's like the one line that's like, oh, like, I don't particularly think they would have, like, caused the fucking thing, Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go to the restroom since Eddie's still gone. Entertain the crowd, entertain our new followers. Jake?
Yeah, what's up?
Entertained?
Oh, they
Time
can't
for a piss
see.
break.
They
Ad
can't see
read.
me, but I'm doing magic tricks with my hands.
And
But you can close your eyes and imagine that I'm doing magic tricks with my hands.
Unless you're like Eddie and you can't rotate things in your mind, which is totally fine and definitely not a lie. Yeah, folks, if you can't rotate things in your mind, go to the doctor.
What? I don't. What?
Eddie can't rotate an apple in his mind.
Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm having say the people, them
Oh,
peoples.
I see.
Rotate the cards, have them see the tricks in their mind. And if you can't do that, go see a doctor. But we are the Cracker Barrel podcast. This podcast is brought to you by no one.
I'm back.
Because we are the true stars. We are the only sponsors of this channel.
Okay, so what do we need besides what we're doing during this 2-month time skip?
We have to wait for
Rotating
back.
cards in our head.
Yes, we waited for you. All right, so
Thank you.
everyone roll initiative.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Roll initiative.
Okay. Oh,
Fuckers.
sorry.
Rolling.
Oh, okay.
Also, I may
Damn.
have to duck out in like half an hour just because Sam just got back.
Oh my fucking god.
Sorry, but that's important to me. So I got a 25
Oh
initiative.
my god, Eddie cares about his girlfriend. Boo.
I'm sitting next to my girlfriend while I play D&D. I'm
Yeah?
sorry, my wife. Thanks.
Yeah.
21.
All right.
12.
I rolled high on this one.
Eddie.
I rolled a 25.
Okay. Eddie, you go first. What does Diego do in this 2-month period?
First off, do I get like any random requests from Glora to kill people or no?
You do not.
Okay. Do I? Okay. I'd been planning to upgrade my weapon, but that was when I had more money than I have now because I just spent a lot of money putting myself in a bad situation.
Oh, well, here. I will give you the first part of my time skip monologue.
Okay.
Just to give you a concept of the sort of things that you are
I know-
confirmed doing, which is
Jobs.
the time passes quickly. 2 months feel like mere hours. You spend your time at Chimera working on random tasks that Kaith provides. Occasional jobs for the Fog and Mallory, building defensive structures, testing ballistas, and conversing with Swarmlord. Most of your work is standard mercenary, finding missing persons and killing troublesome beasts.
Mm-hmm. Pretty standard. Okay.
I wrote a note and it accidentally autocorrected ballistas to baristas.
Testing baristas and killing troublesome breasts.
Mhm.
Anyways.
From baristas
Okay.
to ballistas.
How much will it cost in terms of money and time to get my +1 sword upgraded to +2 sword?
I believe I gave you this.
Yeah, you quoted me like 3,000
already.
gold. Yeah, you quoted me 3,000 gold. I think.
3,000.
And how much do we make over the course of this 2 months?
I'm the price master.
Yeah.
What was it? What was your question? Yeah.
How much money do we make over the course of the 2 months?
You will have enough money such that you basically will have near empty coffers by the end of 2-month period if you are doing an expensive thing like spending
That's fine.
3,000 gold pieces on your sword.
Okay. Can I go down to 200 gold pieces remaining? And
How much do you have now?
2,200 right now?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool. Right then. Nice. I wanted to do that. I think Diego also wants to catch up with Dependable. And I think he wants to
Butlers on his day.
he wants to work on he's been thinking for a while about how he doesn't really know what comes after they win. He's realizing how few attachments he kind of has, how easy it was for him to make this deal. And part of the reason it was so easy for him to make this deal is that it seems like this devil probably values Diego's soul more than he does. So he's gonna do some soul searching. He's probably going to try to like do a lot of stuff with the other party members. and like really try to care about their non-fish related problems. He's like looking for things to care about that aren't getting revenge for his murdered parents.
Right.
Yeah, and he'll probably also be doing a lot of research on the Hells, in particular hierarchy and etiquette in the Hells.
Yeah. Gotcha. In
He
that
wants to know
time,
how
I
to
would
talk to
say,
people.
yeah, in that time, I would say there is a very you learn that there's a very very strict hierarchy, in the Hells, and that there are certain ways of sort of, stepping up
Getting
the
promoted or
corporate
demoted.
ladder, as it were.
Mhm.
So, yeah. All right. Cool. Wonderful. So please keep Diego's things in mind as you are saying the rest of it. Garrick, you're up next.
Diego, in your prayers.
For the last 2 months, Garrick has definitely been quieter. He's been keeping to himself. He does the missions. He's doing what he's told to, and then he started. My idea is that he's going to. He wants to help people, kinda. Um, so I'm going to put him in the yurt camp and help build up
Yeah.
yurts, and he's gonna live there for a period of time. And he looks a little rougher. He's not like shaving kind of thing. Like
Growing out his beard.
yeah, he's got a little bit of scruff going on, a little wear and tear on him. But he's just doing chimera work, eating, sleeping, and then doing yurt stuff. That's what I want him to be doing, basically,
All right.
for the next 2 months.
In that time, you are definitely able to recognize that the current leader of the yurt stuff, a local boy named Scratch, is not overly organized, but work is being done. With your help physically, the work is being completed more and more. So, note that there are far less, and this is something you sort of hear from a lot of the people, that there are a lot fewer building materials than there were before. As
Oh, I'm
as
going
a
to.
lot of the wood has been taken from the wall, and the amount that Jim sort of procured for, or Alf procured for this first thing.
During this time, I already thought about this. Uh, I'm gonna use some of the money that I work with, and I'm gonna put it towards the yurt camp as well. I'm gonna be continually funding it
All right.
for new material and building materials and so on, and fighting, keeping the bad ones out, keeping out problem kind of thing.
All right. Kill a big lizard about half a month in. The big lizard. You
Oh,
punch it to death.
Oh,
I'm gonna yeah, we're gonna cook that up for everyone in we're gonna we're gonna butcher it and cook it over a fire for the entire yurt camp.
It does not taste good. It's really slimy. But it is
I just
appreciated.
looked up in the gift section lizard reference, and this is the first thing that popped up.
I'm dead.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'll be like, even though Scratch isn't like like keeping everything to go, and I want to like make sure everything is going smooth, and I'll be like doing my part and then some kind of thing.
Checking in on your mom and your sister at
Oh,
all?
No. Not
I
at
write
all.
I will be writing letters and so on.
Wow, you really just like cold turkey, no family, 2 months.
No,
All right. Sounds good. Chile. Months.
Okay, so Shida's gonna probably pay off her debt to the guy so I can get my armor paid off. What was it again? I wrote it down somewhere. Yoink, yoink, doy, 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 doy.
Decided acid was the.
I agree. I think acid was the Because it was fire or acid, right?
It was acid or
Or-
poison.
Poison. Yeah, I did acid out of the two. But the scales were still like intermingled, like cool green and black.
Yeah, so the other part of this is like different armor. Like this is not your current set.
Yeah, no. It's not my current set.
Yeah,
You
so
were one or the other.
yeah,
is being
so this
predicted.
will be scale mail, which is
Can it be,
heavy
I was hoping
armor,
it could be
or
like
sorry, medium
like
armor,
shoulder-
DC 14 plus your whatever your dex mod is. I'm talking entirely just mechanics wise. This is what it is going to be called. Your
Yeah,
dex
but-
mod is +2, so your AC is 16. I think that is the same as it was before. And
Yeah.
you have resistance to acid damage. You can call
Ugh.
this scale mail of acid resistance.
Sad. Scale mail of acid resistance.
While you have definitely gotten an upgrade in your defensive capabilities, I will need to remind you. Oh, wait, no, this is. Yes. I will need to remind you, you once more have disadvantage on stealth checks.
No, wait. Oh yeah, once more disadvantage on stealth checks. Is there anything? We're back to it, baby. Back to
We're
square
back.
one. We're back, baby. Can I? That would take another enchantment that I don't think I have time for in the next 2 months.
What were you thinking?
Could I get it enchanted to like not like to be similar to the mithril? Is there a spell that I could cast on it to make it less?
I mean, well, there are spells that you can cast, but like the armor itself is sort of like the whatever the armor you were wearing. I think it was mithril.
Yeah, mithril.
Yeah, like
That's
that.
like-
Mithril is like a very specific metal. It within itself has sort of a magic property to it.
Hmm.
But yeah, to make a mithril set of armor with the resistance would be kind of hat on a hat.
Astronomically
Yeah.
expensive.
It
as
would
well.
be pretty expensive. It would probably be about tenfold, however much I told you previously. That is something to work towards.
Okay. I'm honest to God looking for the number. I thought I wrote it down.
We'll say that
Okay,
you
then
have
$100.
remained 200 gold pieces.
Oh, same. I
Once it is
actually
done.
like how much would I also have
However
left?
much you want to spend. That is up to you. Your
Well, I don't like.
price
Well, you
is
said
not caused.
you said we have infinite coffers. That's kind of okay. I want
I did
want
not
to keep
say
up filling-
infinite coffers. I said
How
you
many?
have the amount you have, but all of the money you're working for this month is like going towards a thing. If you want to spend more
'Cause I
of
know-
your money towards this, Garrick, that's fine. But
I put
like-
a down payment on.
Well, how
on
much
it
did
already, and I
Nick
think I owed.
originally pay?
Bro,
I
Originally.
do not remember. But there
Oh
are.
God.
It is up to you how much you wish to spend. I do not have a chart in my notes that tells me the progress of the Yurt project.
Oh, that really should be there, to be honest.
Yeah, it
quite,
probably should. Welcome to the realm of the nebulous project that's happening. There's yurts. It's also warm outside, so it's, they're important, but it's less so, kind of.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can invest as much money as you want, Garrick, because you're not purchasing a thing you're not purchasing a single item from a merchant.
Okay. I'm just buying raw material to go into building a thing.
However much money you wish to spend on this, that is up
I
to you.
will I'll keep relatively the same amount that I have now. Probably
Understood.
A little bit
Not a little. Jesus. All right. You get an
Okay,
extra
fine,
100
no.
gold pieces. All right.
more. Okay.
Good.
Yep.
Everyone
God, we keep
good.
trying to
Everyone
understand.
feel nice and certain about where they are after this 2 months has passed.
Yeah, I mean, it
DJ,
depends on if you
is
guys
there
wanna
anything
hang out
else
with
you
me
would
or
like
not.
to do outside of paying for this thing?
yeah, I was gonna say Shide's probably gonna like continue to talk, like go visit Asha, and take care of the child as like, side things outside of work.
Hmm.
Um, I think I would really, really like to. How can I like get my armor class up? Like that's just with a
You can change
AC
your
or
fighting style.
You could either change your fighting style, which you can't do.
I don't. Yeah,
You
I
can do that
can't
whenever
do.
you get an ASI.
Yeah, you could do that
But
if
I
you when you get an ability score increase. You could,
I was
which
gonna
would
say
be
the
in
only
2
thing I can do is
levels. Other ways to
2 level.
increase your armor class are, I mean, if you, yeah, I think, scale mail makes sense given the thing that you are wearing. You can
Yeah.
swap it
What's
to
splint?
heavy armor. But, well, a splint isn't going to have scales in it. That's sort of the whole
Well,
the
like,
whole point is that it
like-
has scales on it because it's like,
I mean, it could be on top of the splint.
There's something called splinted mail, but that's different.
yeah, this is scale mail. Like, this is a mail that is made of
Yeah.
scales,
Scale
the
mail?
dragon scales.
The dragon
What
scale
does scale
mail.
mail look like?
Also, you are a tank. Tanks do not necessarily have to have a super high AC. Scale mail
My, I'm
looks
looking up
as
some images.
follows.
Scale mail,
Oh,
yes,
this is
it's
thick as
14.
It
fuck.
is made of scales.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to see what like an image of it, like, because I am imagining
Yeah.
it kind of leathery, kind of like.
No, it's metal.
So it is metal. It is a bunch of chain. It is basically chain mail. It is a chain shirt with scales put into this.
Yeah, I imagine it's kind of like
It is
there's some, like,
exactly what
artistic
I
flair.
make. It is the stuff that I make in my spare time. That is like exactly what it is.
Artistic. There's an artistic flair too.
Yeah, except it's not. The scales aren't made of fucking anodized aluminum. These scales are made out of dragon scales. And if you wish to make a set of armor from dragon scales, it's gonna be scale mail.
I know.
'Cause-
Dragon's maze.
It's scale mail.
Sage,
Yeah.
why is it so important to you to get your AC up?
Yeah, I mean, if you wish
Huh?
to make it chain mail, your AC is not
No
gonna
heat
change
wave.
at all.
Bro, I always get hit,
But-
and I always like fucking. It's always by the one fucking point. So I would love.
So,
would
like,
love
when you
to
change your
raise
spell
that
list,
AC.
add shields, you get a +2, so you're adding 18 on
Shield
a
is not a
True.
paladin spell.
Shield of
Not a
Faith.
paladin
Ooh, that's
spell.
rough.
I
That's
could do Shield of
rough.
Faith, but I think I have to cast that on another person.
No,
I
Shield
think.
of Faith isn't
Yeah,
on another
you can cast
person.
on
You
But
can
it is
cast
concentration.
Yeah. So like all of my other spells are like out of the point. So like yeah.
You can cast a non-concentration spell.
I mean, I could do like smite or shit like that, but like, does like,
Yeah, a creature of your choice. That includes yourself.
but then other spells like Spirit Guardian and other like they're
Can't do
Yeah,
out of
you have to make
the.
choices.
Yeah, I know I have to make choices. Damn. Okay. Crazy guys, crazy in this game about roleplay that I have to make choices. That's crazy. Okay. Well,
They matter.
Gonna
Did you
go
know your
talk to
choices
her.
matter? Did you know
Crazy.
that?
Your actions.
Your actions have consequences!
I'm gonna
When will you learn?
talk to my crazy ex-girlfriend. Speaking of when will you learn? She's not crazy. She's just unwell.
Misunderstood.
Misunderstood. She's just I can fix her, guys. I can fix her.
Find that her condition
And
is not overly improving, though an interesting note. That one day, when you arrive, she just turned,
Oh.
before she sees you, she says, Mallory,
to me,
she doesn't see you, but as she turns, just, oh, apologies. She there?
were you expecting Mallory?
She does not respond.
It's okay if you were. Nothing like usual.
Very well.
I probably brought a similar bunch of shenanigans, like something I brought from the over the course of like 2 months. What would I have learned that Asha will eat and won't eat, like from the baked goods shop or like whatever I've gotten so far?
You found that initially she was very hesitant to eat anything, like at all. But you found that she has a particular taste for blueberries.
Writing that in my notes. Cool. So yeah, probably some sort of like blueberry scone, and like hot tea, or like, yeah, like a I don't know.
Don't give her too many blueberries, then she'll hate it.
She'll hate it only once
Here's
in a
this,
while. Everything else
here's this blueberry scone with
every
this
day.
blueberry tea I made you.
No, I probably
Blueberries.
just like tell her about like what's going on, jobs. Probably I go visit her and
Oh, you're
like
cutting in and out, Sage.
I'm cutting in and out.
Yeah. Maybe just get a little closer to the mic.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so I probably like go visit her staff, talk with them, just like check in on the business and communicate to Asha what is going on. Like everyone probably have like just conversations about like trying to like push her every once in a while to like try to get out of here. And even though it's futile, that's okay. That's understandable. She has semi come to accept that. But the other thing I would like to do is, guys, it's been a month. I know that Diego made a deal with the devil. He's got to let. I gotta find some.
Yeah, Sage, you were cutting out all over the place. You might want to like join and rejoin.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
Okay.
We like could understand you for the most part at the start, but now, yeah, we could understand you for the most part. You would like cut out on like a random word and like context clues, but then you said it's been a month. I need to, and then nothing.
Okay, no, I was gonna say like I think it's been a month or so. I can't remember the last crazy thing that they did to blow off steam, so we're gonna have to find what like activity is going, because we had the mud fight and then that they got it on with Asha, and then there's something else that happened that I did not make note of. I mean, we went to hell. That was fun. But now it's time to blow off some steam. So I would like, if anything, is there like a is won't do drugs or anything like that, but is there like another mud pit or like fighting thing? Like, let's say the fog has like an underground wrestling match that they do with
And I really
the
knew some
boys.
people that were
Yeah, I
good
actually
at
do
that.
know a group of people who run some sort of underground fighting ring.
Oh my god, I do know those people. But that's
But
that's awkward. That's awkward. You know those guys. I know those guys. Those guys don't like me.
or me.
I'll have to think about that in my own time. Paid off
In
the
a
scale mill.
disguise.
Talked in a disguise.
Nacho Libre.
Behold,
Oh,
the
I wanted to do-
third sword.
I had a note. Oh no, I
Third
had a
sword
note.
style.
I literally took a note. I needed to read something about the Hells and breaking a pact.
Eddie, can you please
With the
stop slurping in your mic?
Oh, that
He's
was
getting
me
too-
moving around my little Miller High Life tall boy.
Oh
Nice.
my god.
I'd like to study about the Hells. Like
You want to
specifically
study about the Hells
breaking.
together?
Yeah, we can do that together, but I'm gonna be like looking into breaking pacts with devils.
Well, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. You might not want to do it now.
That's what they always say about drugs.
Yeah. So
Mhm.
that, and then I wrote a note earlier, but I'll give you the full detail about what it is, but I would like to spend some time studying about the astral plane. I forgot, I wrote a note down earlier about why, but it had something to do with like that long passage that we read from the book that we got back in Grey Rock.
Mhm. Yes, about the Githzerai travelers.
Yeah, the Githzerai travelers.
Okay. I will say in this period of time, you and Diego sort of learn about the Hells. You find that all sort of texts relating to pacts and, more importantly, breaking them. Well, more specifically, breaking a pact is sort of a death sentence.
Yeah.
In a lot of cases, you do read of some, heroic tales of people able to break a pact, though there is always a cost. As for astral plane, learn the astral plane is the original location, original origin sort of location of the Githyanki and the Githzerai, as well as some other creatures. A lot of things that are aberrations. Reading through a lot of the texts, you find a lot of discussions about sort of Githzerai arriving, a lot of accounts from the material of their arrival, though the exact cause for the sort of influx is not mentioned. Though, from the book that you have previously, you know at least in part that was for.
Can you say the bit about the Gith again? Just like
So,
summarize.
the Gith, you know from the previous book that it seemed that those Gith were running from something. And there were some, you read some tales, some historical books about the initial wars that came upon when these sort of alien-looking creatures appeared in mass numbers all across Exanda. These texts, date back into Era 1. This was a very, very long time ago. And you are in a very good spot for it, because this is a very rare, very rare records that you have your hands on that are really only available in the Zenith Library and a few other select places that remained unconquered.
Oh, I see.
Yes. In terms of just knowledge about the astral plane itself, you know that it is a timeless void. Time just does not feel like it is passing there. It is an eternal plane of just
It has like outer
pause.
space vibes, right?
Yeah, sort of outer space vibes. Everything's sort of like a big gray cloud. Many Giths still live there. They aren't all on the material, but
I just is there what is there? Like there's cities there, obviously, right?
yes, there are many. There are many cities. Learn of the great cities of. Of. Of.
Uh-oh.
I mean, there's like shit there.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It's just sort of like
do I-
weird and spacey. There's like just rocks floating around. Githyanki are weird. The Gith are
Yeah.
very strange, as you know from your years of being around Mallory. They're very strange. They're very focused.
Yeah. Diego is looking over Shide's shoulder at the library. I like that about Mallory. She makes sense.
She's always been very clear on her goal.
It's made her successful.
It's made her stubborn.
She
But-
wins.
She wins.
I'd rather be stubborn and win than be pliable and lose.
Depends on what does winning look like.
You know what winning looks like.
I do.
What happens after we win?
We continue to protect the city.
What does that look like? From what?
I mean,
Do I sit around on the walls waiting for something to come kill somebody else's parents?
no. But you could be the force that stops something like that from happening. The Sahuagin are a unprecedented source, but they're not the first front that we've faced. Marnmouth, I mean.
Yeah.
There's always going to be a threat to cities like ours. And so we
That's
built.
true.
Sorry, I just noticed my mic kept cutting out. My internet keeps cutting out for some reason. I don't know why. But we're always going to need a force of strong-willed people to protect those who can't protect themselves.
It's true, but what stops the next thing from coming? What stops us from just living out our days, staring off the walls and dying, and then Uha and Sneezy stare off the walls and they die, and then whoever's there, Uha and Sneezy, do the
Can you explain
same.
to me by staring off the walls?
Just like waiting for something to happen.
Well, you don't wait for something to happen, you prepare. But you find other meanings in life to live for that make you want to protect the things
That's what I mean. I don't
you
know how to do
have.
that.
What do you mean? You had people you cared about.
No,
You
well,
had. You have people you care about.
yeah. A lot more of them
You
are
can
dead than
find.
alive.
That's true. But just because they're gone doesn't mean your life has to end.
Sometimes it feels like my life never began.
Well, then you need to start your own story then. I'm not really poetic. I'm not going to get onto that train of thought. But let me put it to you this way. Outside of Chimera, outside of Mallory, outside of the city, I have nothing. There is no one out there outside of Marmouth for me. Without Mallory, I would have died alone in the bogs.
If she
Just like
dies,
my
will you
parents.
stop fighting?
No. She cares about the city. I found reason to care about this city. This is my home. I have people who will need me here. Not just Mallory. But that child is our responsibility now.
Oh, what is that fucking? What the fuck?
Sorry, I heard Olive on the other line.
It is Olive.
I got flashbangs.
And you
That was loud.
screamed? You were like, oh, that's a
No,
dog
no.
noise. Time to scream
I
at the
didn't
top
scream,
of my
I was-
fucking lungs and scare the
literally didn't.
fucking shit out of me, Sage? That's the joke? The joke is I just shit my pants? The joke is you made me shit my pants? That's the joke? That's why we're laughing? Good.
Yep,
Good to
yep.
hear. Good to hear that's the joke.
Damage. Take
Yep.
damage.
Roll for damage. Okay, anyways, I met Asha, and as I feel a bit of responsibility in taking care of her.
Yeah.
In making sure she gets on the right track. I want to learn more about different things. There are, when Mallory dies, which is inevitable, I can't control that. I've had many people in my life die, Diego. I've lived longer than.
A lot longer than I have.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of my friends are also dead.
The longer you live, the more they die.
The more they die. It just sounds really condescending when people like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
it is
I
Oh,
have
yeah,
condescending,
other
actually.
really.
Get to the
people.
point.
I have other people.
No, I'm not saying.
Yeah.
You had other people? No, so I get the hardship, but um,
Sorry
you
about your
meet new
crazy
people.
girlfriend. Let's talk about my
a-
dead girlfriend.
Let's talk about my dead girlfriend. You find
Yeah, sorry about your crazy alive girlfriend.
you learn to you learn to honor and cherish the things that you had, and you learn how to protect the things that you have, to put it that way.
What do I have?
You have us. Even though,
Do I have
I
Seems like
anything
we're coming
else?
apart
Did
at
I
the
say
seams.
something else?
listen, we're not coming apart at the seams. You made a choice that I
I'm
disagree
not
with,
talking
and
about that. I'm talking about mostly Garrick.
okay, well, your choice is also on the table too, there, buddy. And Garrick is working on
You haven't seen
himself.
me in months. I just work and then I go home. You don't know where I
Yeah,
go.
where is he? What does he
Probably
do?
Shide probably has stalked you once or twice to like check in on you.
Yeah.
But like Garrick is working on himself and he's working on things.
Yeah, I didn't mean to, go after him,
It's okay.
but
Yeah, you're a really shitty person. No, I'm just kidding.
We're all really
yeah, that's how I,
shitty today.
if I trade one shitty person for everyone in Marnmouth and the redemption of every soul that the fish took, I think it's a
Mhm.
fair trade.
Wait, say that one more time?
If I trade one shitty person for all of them,
Uh-huh.
maybe I'll have done something that matters. Maybe in the histories they'll say, that was Diego Parloon. He,
Killed one person and saved the city.
well, killed himself.
Killed himself. Is that what you want your legacy to be? Is that what you
Well,
want your life to be?
I mean,
Fuck a legacy.
my, that was the terms of my agreement.
Wait, was that the terms of your agreement?
My soul for power. What am I going to use the
Uh,
power for?
Hopefully good.
Revenge.
I know you're going to use it for revenge, but after the fact, you'll still have that power. These things don't
Maybe I won't need it.
necessarily. Maybe you won't need it, but she'll definitely need you and want you at least.
Well, maybe then the hells can have me.
If that's what you want your life to come to, I'm not one to take charge of things for you. I can only lead you here. But I recommend get yourself a hobby.
Hmm.
Find something that gives you joy again.
Hmm.
Revenge will eat you up inside, and no offense to Asha, but
I think I'm already eating a little bit.
but you're not too far gone, and neither is she. And they
I don't know
almost
about
got
her,
married.
actually.
She's not too far gone. She's not too far gone, and I'm gonna stop talking about it. And you're not too
Alright.
far gone. I'm putting this damn book away. She's just gonna close the book and go like put it off to the
Thanks,
side.
Second
And
Sword.
you're damn welcome.
I'm gonna.
Let's go get a snack. I'm fucking
Alright.
starving after staring at these pages for so long.
Okay. And with that, I kind
Goodbye.
of gotta run.
All right.
Boo.
But good enough. That will end tonight's session. We got Jeopardy!
Jeopardy!
More like J Party next week.
Okay.
Yo.
See you guys next week.
Yep. See ya.
All right. Really? All right. Okay. Good
Go
night.
on.
All right. Bye.
Oh,
Oh,
are you leaving?
Not yet. No,
Sage leave?
I don't think so. Yeah,
Why'd Sage leave?
because we're done, I guess.
All right. Well, hey, podcast out. Peace,
Hey,
motherfuckers.
podcast out.